Maybe that's why I had nobody on today. No sound. How about now? It may take a minute because it's got a delay here. That's so weird. So it probably had no sound and then nobody, but why doesn't anyone say anything? I won't know to fix it or to try to fix it. Okay. Good morning, Mary. Hopefully, oh, we're good. Yay, thank you. So we probably had no sound in the first video and nobody told me anything, so I apologize. I feel like there's always something, right? There's always a little hiccup with technology. So silly. I don't know. All right. That's our mantra this morning. I'm going to look at my little notes here. All right. We're going to start seated this morning. You want to stand or you want to stay seated? You want to stand or stay in your chair?
Whatever you want.
Okay, well, we're going to sit this morning.
Okay.
All right, we stood a lot last class. All right, so we're going to take our weights with us this morning. Sitting nice and tall. We're going to start with just our lateral arms here.
Are you sure you wanted 5-pounders?
Yeah, did you want 4 or 5s?
No, that's right where I want.
Oh, this? Okay, but do you want smaller weights? Do you like that size of weights?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice job, everyone. Good morning. Awesome. All right.
I think I'm okay with you. I thought I put perfume on this morning. Guess not.
We're going to add a leg lift, so alternating those legs. Keeping that spine as long as you can up against that chair. Beautiful. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting those weights rest in your, because guess what we forgot to do? I was just excited. We didn't do a warm-up. I just made you grab your weights and let's go. No messing around. I'm silly this morning. It's Monday, right? It's definitely a Monday. Poor Meredith, I just told you to get to work. We didn't warm up your body at all. Sorry about that. Sometimes sometimes my brain just goes right to the next thing. Let's warm up our bodies. Let's warm up our bodies. So put your weights down. I know I made you pick them up, put them down. I'm sorry, friends. It definitely feels like a Monday. So start to roll out the right arm. Oh, I'll get it. Okay. He says you have to do laps now.
There's no way.
Good thing this is a small gym.
Okay, so where are
Right arm, or well, it doesn't matter which arm, but we're just kind of taking it back in some circles here, and then when you're ready, we'll change other direction.
Are they doing it?
I can't see them doing it. I know that's what's also better if we use Zoom. By the way, friends, if we use Zoom, I can actually talk to you and see you.
Oh.
So if you're at home and you're filming in, you can ask me a question. If I unmute you, let's switch the arm, which I like as well, because then I can kind of see your face and I can hear your voice and I can see what your level is, and you know, if something we're doing doesn't probably feel like it's good for you. So I like Zoom also for that reason. I can talk to you. Beautiful. Switch directions with those circles, making them as big or small as you would like. Nice job. And release. Maybe do some tiny little rolls. You can roll that neck around as well. Good job. This is also a good stretch, kind of crossing the arms. Good job. Make sure nobody has any questions. Good morning, everyone. So happy you're all here.
Are you usually more in the 11 o'clock class?
Usually.
How many?
Oh, there's 10 or 12.
Yeah, we've had 10 or 12. The 11 has been,
Some are on vacation.
yeah. The 11 has been the most popular, which I thought the first one. At home, the first session was always, when I was filming at home, was like 12, 14 people, and then it would drop off to only like 2 by the end. And now that I'm in the center, it's opposite, which I find which is interesting that it's been opposite.
We get up that early.
Yeah. Hey, sleep in while you can, right? All right, let's take our foot forward. We're gonna bend our left foot, inhaling up, exhale, just reach forward for those toes. Don't worry about if you don't grab them, that's okay. Just fold over that leg, trying to get the toes if you want. You can kind of play with coming up and down.
I need this, I can't stretch that.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. This is a good stretch for those legs. The back of the legs need to get some love.
You know, I got a little thing out of the newspaper. It said,
Oh, here we go.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
What's your name?
I'm Carol Garrison.
Nice. Well, welcome. Yes,
With you the whole time.
yes, you have.
Hi, Meredith.
You have been.
Here, this is
No, wait a minute.
Would you like me to get you some weights?
Oh, I can get them.
Okay. You're not very late at all. We're just starting our warm up.
I had a phone call back just because I was putting my shoes on.
That's always how it happens, isn't it?
I apologize.
No, don't even worry about it. We're glad that you're here.
I'm glad to be here too.
Inhale and exhale over that opposite leg. So you're going to bend your right leg and then switch sides.
Touch my toes.
Okay, get the other. Oh,
There you go. There you go. That's not a bad stretch, actually. Nice job. We were just saying we're hoping more people from home come in.
You gotta do all those exercises so you can catch up.
yeah.
"Who's Jonah Martin?
Yes,
Who is that?"
he's my grandson who passed away.
Oh,
And they had they had several years of memorial baseball games.
How old was he?
12.
oh, I'm so sorry.
It's a hard thing to let him go.
It is. And it's harder to watch your kids go through it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No parent should have to lose their child for sure. Nice job. We're just stretching out our legs so you can take your time. Opposite side here.
Toe up and then you can reach it.
Lift your
Get that big foot up.
Yeah.
Flex your foot. Nice job.
Tie something onto it and I just pull.
Band.
Yeah,
We should get those.
that would do, wouldn't it?
Let's try that. I'm going to get you guys some. Let's try that. That's good for stretching. That is good. We have these big bands over here we haven't used yet.
I just do.
And I'm even going to give you purple.
No. No, but
Whoop, this is a good idea, actually. We haven't used these bands yet. If you have bands at home, this is a great way to just bring that foot towards you. You can bend your knee as much as you need to bring that leg up towards you or sit back. That's a good stretch on that leg. Feel it in the back. Yeah, that should feel good.
I saw Maximum Performance on the thing where they have stuff for sale.
Uh-huh.
They have socks that have a band attached to here.
Oh, nice. And you can even hold this band and start to like point and flex. Friends at home, you could do this with a towel. You could absolutely do this with a towel. So if you want to grab that real quick and try this, somebody else says a comment. Okay, good. I have sound. Everybody has sound. They didn't have sound. I was like, uh-oh. So I think the first session nobody tuned in because there was no sound. But nobody told me there was no sound. So I was like, well, I won't know if you don't tell me. So we'll switch legs whenever you feel ready, just holding it long to start. So again, if you're at home, use a towel. You can totally do this with a towel.
Well, we all got bands during the pandemic.
Oh, they gave you?
If you were watching, Susan would send you one.
Oh, wonderful.
So,
Everybody should have bands. She's telling on you. You should all have bands.
if you were watching, you're like, what are you doing?
Both ways.
He's just doing his own little thing over there. Always a coach, this one.
You know? Comes to coaching, you know. You do a little more, a little more.
Beautiful. And what's great is you can use this to really stretch your chest, holding it long to open up that chest. And you can do this again with a towel. Nice and long, and then you can play with releasing and then holding for just a little bit. That should feel nice. And release. Nice job. And release. Maybe you take that band up tall and you pull it behind just a little bit if that doesn't hurt. Open up that back part. Yeah, it stretches, doesn't it? And you're working a little bit here too. A little active stretch here. Nice job.
You should. I've had them for 3 days.
These are the pair of shoes I have.
Well, you probably have a hard time finding shoes in your size. My husband wears, and they're not, you wear 15? My husband wears 13 and 14s, and I still, whenever he needs shoes, I'm like, ugh. We usually get them online.
You almost have to take what you get.
Yep, in town you do. Marshalls sometimes, but.
I even picked up some at garage sales.
Yep.
I used to go to garage sales a lot.
When some of the basketball boys, you know, they get so many tennis shoes
Yeah.
at K-State, I think. That
Yeah, my son's tennis coach is at K-State, and he said, I wish your son had bigger feet. They make them wear Nike. And he said, I have all these shoes, I could just give him. And I said, well, he'll be bigger soon, so go ahead and pass him down. Because he's gonna be tall like my husband. So I'm like, he's gonna need shoes. He's 12 and he's already in 8.5 in men's. So I'm sure he's on his way to my husband's big, and I have big feet. I have size 10 for a woman, that's big.
they don't look that big.
Everybody tells me that, but they are. I just think I hide them well. Like I know which shoes to buy, but I have big feet. And I think I got gypped on the height because most of my friends growing up that had my size were at least 5'8", 5'9", and I'm 5'5". So I think I was malnourished as a child or something. That everyone says that too. They're like, you're not 5'5". I'm like, I am, I'm not big.
I know I'm trained.
All right, we're gonna do some fun stuff with this band because we have it. So we're gonna take that on our foot, and you can drop it, that heel down. You're gonna hold that band in your right hand, and we're gonna do some little bicep. I wanna do like Meredith's doing here with both arms, if that feels better. But we're working that bicep, lifting that into you. Actually, it feels better because then it doesn't pull on my arm. So this might feel better to do both. That pulling on that bicep. Nice job. Who knew we were going to break out the bands? That's what's always fun, is sometimes we just say, somebody gave me a great idea the day we did the balls. Remember, I was like, oh, let's get the balls out. That's kind of how I teach. Even I did bar in the park on Saturday, in Triangle Park across from Varsity Donuts, that little tiny park. And we had like 15 girls out there at 9 o'clock in the morning. And they said, what are we going to do today, Jamie? And I said, I don't know, I'm going to wing it. And that's what I usually do. Something comes to my mind, I'm like, this is what we're doing today. But it was a lot of fun, and it was so pretty. Like, it was still kind of cool. So it's nice and cool, and the birds and the sun on your face. It's just nice to be out there. Let's do 2 more on this side. Beautiful. And release. Maybe your hands start to cramp, huh? Holding that band like that. So stretch out those fingers. We are going to do some chest stuff. So get your band a little smaller here. So just like we do with a weight, we're going to pull it towards our chest and push it forward. But pull that band as you bring it into your chest. And try to keep your chest nice and tall. So we don't arch our back. I want to keep our rib cage wrapped around our abs. Nice job. Just pull it right into your chest. Nice job. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Inhale it and exhale, let it go. All right, we're going to hold it. Hold that chest and just tiny little pulse. I know the pulsing is always, it's like a dirty word. Nobody likes the word pulsing, but that's what we're going to do. Hold it into that burn just a little longer, just pulling it a little tighter. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Yeah, nobody likes that. Nobody likes the pulsing. They hate that word, but it's so good for us. So good. All right, we're gonna do some tricep stuff. So we're gonna hold our band up tall here. You're gonna grab your band so you can pull your arm down and down behind you. There you go. I know it's weird to get so holding it up, pulling it down. Beautiful. It's kind of awkward, I know. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. So you almost feel it in the arm that's holding, right? You feel it in that tricep, trying to keep that arm up over your head. So what we're going to do is just switch the arm you had up and then pull the opposite way. So that tricep staying engaged the whole time, trying to keep that arm up. Nice job. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. That's good if you're breathing hard. That means we're working.
Done it for years. Seems like years.
I'm glad you remembered it though. I always give them a hard time. They always forget their water. Gotta stay hydrated. Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're gonna go into some shoulder stuff. So I'm gonna loop my band, kind of cut it in half basically. And we're gonna take our arms over our head and pull them down and lift. So when you pull it down, pull it just a little bit. Now if you wanna go more in front of your face to get those shoulders, you can. So if coming up all the way here hurts, then you could come more in front of your face. Still working the shoulders. Again, at home, if you don't have your band or you misplaced it, you could use a towel.
Stretch it.
Hey, I already did one session.
She did. She worked hard.
Yeah, but you slept through that first one.
So ornery. All right, we're gonna hold it at the top and just move your arms out. Pulse it out. Pulse it a little wider. There you go. Turning on those shoulders.
Sure feel it in my elbows.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Bands. And shake out. My wrists always talk to me. I'm like, whew, my wrists are always sore. Good job. What do you want to do now? Weights or bands? You want to stick with these? You like these? It's a nice change. Yes, so what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to stand so people at home can see. I'm going to put my palm in this little loop. So I'm going to keep my palm flat. I'm going to hold this up here on my chest, like opposite. So left arm is going to go to the right side of my chest, okay? So you have your hand in this loop. All you're going to do is keep that, and you can stay seated, but your arm is going to stay bent, and you're going to just push your arm down, just like this. So I'm standing so everyone at home can see me, but you can do this in your chair, just like that, straight down. No, you want to put your, you want to put your hand in the loop. There you go, that's right, yep.
And the exercise isn't the same if you do it backwards.
Nope.
Yep, and then you're going to take this and put that part over your chest. So hold your chest. And then push down. I know, you didn't probably do this back in the day, did we? I didn't. We didn't even have bands. I don't think we used bands when I was growing up, did we? I don't think so.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you are. He's just too strong. He's going to break the band. Pushing nice and low. Okay, now we're going to keep where we are, okay? So our arms don't change, except for now we push forward. So this stays right on our chest, and we push it forward. Now, I make my young girls do this in class, too. They don't like it either. They don't. This is hard work, no matter what age you are. Those arms and shoulders are turned on, right? All right, now, do you think, where are we going with this? We're going to go up. We're just going to push that band right up to the sky. Nice job. Breathing into it. 5, 4, 3, I don't know if they can see me, 2, and 1. Release. Maybe shake out your wrist if that started to hurt. Whew. We're ready for the other side. Yay! So you got to remember what you did. Just grab with the right hand, left hand goes inside the little loop. Okay? Yep. Left hand in the loop, right hand holds it over your chest, and you're going to push it right down. So we're getting some shoulder, but we're also getting our bicep, a little bit of our triceps here. Pushing it down and up, because you're going straight down. Nice work. Pushing it down. This class went really fast. Sometimes, some days I'm like, what? We're already almost done.
I think that all the time.
Like that was, the first one I don't because it's the longer session, and I remember I finish early sometimes because I'm so used to the other two that goes fast. I'm like, whoops, sorry, friends, we ended early. All right, we're gonna push it to the front here. Really extending, but you wanna be kind to your joints. So you don't wanna, even though we're pushing forward, we don't wanna lock it out. That's not kind to our elbow joints. So you still wanna keep a little bit of a bend there. Be nice to your joints. Nice job. 4 more, and we'll go up to the top. 3, 2, and up to the top. Breathe into it. Inhale and exhale. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was good. Feel nice and warm. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're ready for a cool down. That was really fast. Anyone else feel at home? That was really fast. But we're gonna cool down. So let's inhale our arms up. Exhale, just push them back a little bit, opening up that chest. So we did a lot with the bands and our shoulders. So pausing for a moment, reaching those arms back. Exhale, release them. Nice job. Inhale and exhale. Nice job. Good breath work. Inhaling and exhaling. When we come back up, hold it. Maybe grab opposite wrist, lift a little higher, and then just do a little bend, a little side bend. Feet stay flat on the floor, just getting into that side body. If you want to round forward, you can. Coming out of it, that might feel nice for your back. Nice job. Inhale up. Let's switch the wrist that you had. Lifting tall, stretching. And then maybe you want to roll forward. Nice job. Let's do some gentle neck rolls, sitting nice and tall. Making sure to go slow so we don't have any crackling.
Doesn't matter how slow I go, it's still crackling.
I have one side, and so my massage therapist and my chiropractor. So what I was told is, you know that part, the base under our skull? So depending on your neck mobility and toxins that get just from stress, that's what that means when they release it. Some of us have a tighter spot, which mine is this side. So when I get adjusted, it's like the base of your skull it's supposed to kind of be fluid, and it gets stressed, or we let knots, and so it doesn't want to move. So when we roll our neck on a certain side, that's where we're going to feel, even though we're going slow, we're going to feel that pop a little bit.
That's on this side.
And that's what my chiropractor told me. The skull is that fluidity. It just needs to be worked out. Beautiful. All right. We're going to finish with our breath. How about that? We finished with our breath this morning. We're going to close our eyes. Sit nice and tall. Think about our mantra this morning. You missed it again. So we're going to close our eyes and we're going to lock it in. Guys, so the first session, I had forgotten the mantra last week. And I'm so sorry. But this week is, I am happy. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if we only remember to turn into the light. So say that over to yourself a couple of times with your eyes closed. I am happy. I can find happiness even in the darkest of times if I choose to walk towards the light. We can even change that up, can't we? Breathe into that. We're not going to focus about doctor's appointments or grocery stores or the garden you maybe have. I'm one of those, I need to get to my yard. But we're not going to think about that. We're going to think about our beautiful breath. Listen to it, feel it fill up the lungs, the chest, the heart space. And with every exhale, you let go of expectations. You let go of things that are maybe causing stress. You exhale it and you inhale the light. Nice job. Slowly open your eyes. Let's soak up that love. Let's scoop up that love for ourselves this morning. Inhale it up. Exhale, heart center, release. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have one more session this morning at 11. So hopefully you'll stay on. Good morning, Kathy. I just saw your post. Stay on for our next session. Of course you have time. I'm going to open the door. I like to open the door. We have more that like to come for this last session, so it makes it easier.
Well, I watched you so long, I thought I've got to get down.
I love that you're here.
It seems to be better, but I know Sarah, we're going to be traveling.
Well, and we have news. She's been watching me from home since I started working.
Really?
Yeah, that's what she said. She's been watching me every week. So we're getting new people as well.
Are we not going to use those next time?
Would you like to?
I like them.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll do that.
I think that's good.
We'll keep them. You like to torture the other people? We can do that.
Hadn't been invented when I was out coaching, see, so couldn't use those.
Well, and they didn't really have them when I was younger working out in track and stuff. Maybe I would have been more flexible. They didn't have anything like that. They always just said, touch your toes. I remember sit and reach, and I'm better yoga and bar. Now in my 40s, I can touch my toes, but when I was a young athlete, I'd get yelled at all the time because they would say, Stevens, you should be more flexible. Okay. So you do sit and reach. I was negative numbers. I could not touch my toes. Now I can, but that's...
Well, see, when I was coaching, it's so far back that our basketball was a round stone.
Now, if I was I could have believed you.
It's not hard to dribble.
I'm going to tell my father-in-law that. He'll like that.
In the Stone Age.
I think so.
In the Stone Age.
You would hit an opponent with the ball. See, for good reason.
So did you play ever at Ahern when it was an actual, like they used it for that here at Kansas State? Ahern?
Did you ever play?
I used to play at Navy.
Yeah, and that...
3 games going at Navy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where my father-in-law played when he played for Kansas State. And so my son, Dennis Lull,
L-U-L-L.
L-U-L-L. Mm-hmm.
Dennis Law.
Law.
L-U-L-L.
Like lullaby.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember the name.
Yeah, and my son had a basketball clinic there, and so he had us go do a tour, and they still have pictures of him down in the basement where he said they used to have the pool and you'd swim down there. Which is funny, it still smells like a pool in there, doesn't it? I think it does, and Aaron has that smell, so it was kind of neat. He walked us down memory lane.
I played against K-State twice, when I played for Emporia.
Mm-hmm.
They beat us 8 points one year and 9 points one year. We played KU before that, 2 years before that. They beat us 6 points the first time, and the second time we beat KU 25 points.
Nice.
So they wouldn't play us anymore.
I think that's how it works.
So then we played K-State.
Thank you, Lana. You as well.
Dennis Law, yeah, I remember the name.
Well, and my father-in-law, he's a banker now, but he wanted to be one of his good friends is, oh my gosh, I'm gonna forget his name, and I knew that was gonna happen. He is the coach of Oklahoma. Who's that coach? What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Something with an L, right?
No.
And he comes from Kansas? Yeah. I think I know who.
Lonnie? No, that's not his name. Is it Lonnie?
I think so.
Long Kruger.
Yes, that's my father-in-law's really good friend. When he comes to town, they'll still hang out.
K-State, well, I was on the faculty.
Mm-hmm. And so he wanted to be like him and be a coach. And my husband told me a story, because my husband's an identical twin, and then he has a sister that's only 20 months older. So essentially 3 very young children, and their winter, basically there was a terrible wreck. Like, 'cause back then, they drove everywhere for coaching. They didn't fly or anything. And a coach got killed, and so my father-in-law said, I can't stay in this line of work. I can't risk not coming home to my family. So he switched to banking.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. But I've been told he was an awesome coach. There's old pictures of him when he was an assistant, like helper back in, I don't know if he had made it to coach or if he was helping, but I've heard that he was good at both. Hello. Hello. We're going to use bands today. Bands. Yep. Okay. We got voted and they said bands.
So you want the weights?
So we know weights.
No weights. I'll help you get a band.
How are you? Which is the strongest?
Probably that one's probably. So you want this one, and then you maybe want the red.
Yeah.
That one's gonna have more give to it.
Yeah.
Yep. This one fell off.
Well, I'm just going to put these in 4 pounds since
I know. Sometimes they are all messed up, aren't
well,
they?
it's, yeah, there's 4 pounds clear over here.
Yeah.
This is my top.
Yeah.
You're looking good.
You haven't changed.
Well, I said good morning when I got I said good morning. I was very good. Aren't you? I waited.
Yeah. Well, no, I never went.
It's so sad. Oh, it is. It is. It is.
Yeah.
That's right. How are you doing?
Well, let's get some more in here.
Well, we are missing a couple, but then we have 2 new. We're missing a couple of regulars, and we have 2 news.
But I'm not new
You're not new.
because I do it.
That's right. She
And
just,
I probably will do mostly online because of my schedule, but
Yeah.
Mondays I could usually get here. What was that? Wednesdays I can't.
yeah.
And Fridays I can't.
And we were just talking, summer scheduling too, that makes it hard. People are excited to be out and going, so they want to be doing, and I get that. So I think once the fall comes, we're going to see it. Because people have gotten all the traveling out of their system, and things will kind of start to feel maybe hopefully a little bit more normal. But I say travel. If you can finally travel, travel. We have retired neighbors, and of course they are older, and so they were told not to travel. And finally she came over and she said, we're going to Turks and Caicos in a month. And I said, well, you do that, Mary, you do it. And she goes, I'm just tired of being told not to travel. And I said, she's like, I want to enjoy my life. And I said, well, you should. That's why you worked so hard all these years, so you could go to Turks and Caicos. So go do it. So she's like, well, I just wanted to tell you so you could watch our house. And I said, okay, you're good. Go travel. You deserve it. And they lost their puppy that they had had for a really long time. And they lost it right before COVID. So being older at home, we checked on her a lot. We felt really bad for them because that's what they did. They would take their dog and walk it every day, and it was sad. And not being able to be away to like travel and kind of help them get through it. They were just in the house. Two, please.
It's the wildest place I can find.
And it's a cross between a zebra and a tiger.
I'll get you two bands.
We heard you coming. We heard you coming in.
I guess I need a band too.
Here, this one will be perfect.
And do we need lights?
Nope, just bands today. I'm going to let you pick how strong you want the bands.
Always get the least.
Okay, then you don't want the blue one. You probably want the red and orange. Yep. Okay. Try one of those, and then I'll give this one to her. Hello. See, we got all kinds of friends coming in. Here's a band for you, and I'll get one for her. And we have two friends online. Yeah, there's one here too by Meredith. Yeah. Here's a band for you this morning. You're welcome. It's gotten cold in here and the fans aren't even on. Am I the only one that's cold? I'm like, it's cold. I'm like, they cranked the air, didn't they? They're anticipating it's going to be a really hot day, which it probably is. The humidity today is going to be. I walked yesterday, and I'm glad I walked early at like 9:30, and then I took my son to the park at 1:30 for a play date, and I was like, we hung out under the tree with the kids. We had two little buddies there, and they just played under the shade tree with like toys. They didn't play on the equipment because it was too hot. We didn't stay long because I was like, the older I get, I love summertime. And I just love summer. The older I get in Kansas, I'm like, I hate it. It's too humid. I don't like being out in it. Yeah.
I have a daughter who will just soak it up.
I do too. I mean, my skin loves the sun.
My skin doesn't.
Yeah, I get dark real easy, but now I can't handle the humidity. Like, it makes me angry. Like, I'm out in it too long, and then I'm just like, last night when I came home from the park, we went down in the basement. I was like, I want to be in the basement where it's nice and cool, and we got a new sectional, and I just like crashed. My husband like folded laundry and cooked dinner, and I was like, you're so sweet to me because I'm done. Well, this is so fun. Where's Jamie? We need Jamie to come in and get a picture of all these faces. This is so fun. The numbers, yes. And we have 3 online. Welcome. We are, last week I forgot, but this week I remembered our mantra. Remember, we're going to go back to that. So our mantra this week is, I am happy. And talking about happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if we choose to walk towards the light. So that's going to be we're going to soak that up in our practice today, or maybe hopefully during your week, right? When you're maybe having a rough day, and maybe you can sit with your breath and think about our mantra, because we're going to use it all week. So we're going to start with our warm up, okay? And we're actually going to stand up, okay? Our last class we sat the whole time. The first class we stood the whole time. This time we're going to do both. All right. Well, are we ready? So let's start this morning by some little arm circles. And let's start slow this morning. So they can be as big as you'd like, or you can start a little lower. Beautiful. I'm going to scoot myself. I feel like I've gone way far away from them. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. I got my notes here so we don't forget anything. Nice job. And when you're ready, we have so many bright colors today. Bright pinks and reds and greens. Nice. Kind of matches our bands. Some of you match your bands. Nice.
That teased me about my tights the minute I walked in.
Oh, he's ornery, isn't he? He is ornery.
You're pointing.
Oh, let's start to do some gentle noodle arms, is what I like to call them.
Flip-flops.
Flip-flops. Just loosen it up. Nice job.
You know, there's a football drill called lambs at play,
Uh-huh.
where you use 3 guys and they keep
Oh,
jumping over each other and rolling. He teaches them how to fall and roll and so forth.
so you want to do that in here?
Well, I'll pick 3 people.
We're going to need some mats, a lot. Like, anybody have beds that they can bring in?
It's called lambs at play. Kind of odd for football.
It is. Oh, that's funny. All right, we're going to stay nice and tall here. Take our arms out to a T, and then exhale around the shoulders. Maybe you interlace those fingers and you can kind of work out any kinks this morning. And then when you're ready, you can let the arms kind of fall forward a little bit and then just roll your shoulders up. Nice job. Let's do that again. Nice big inhale, open. Exhale, round the spine, interlace those fingers, work out those kinks. And slowly release. Let's do our little hula hoop. Hula hoop it out. Just gently roll the hips around, waking up our trunk. Nice job. And you can always hold your chair, and you can do this seated. You don't have to stand. Nice job. Let's switch directions with those. We just need some Hawaiian music, right? Anybody got a grass skirt? We could use that. We could have a luau today. Nice job. We need all the food though that goes with that, right? Yes. Nice job. And come center. Let's just do our gentle little walk this morning, waking up the lower part of our body here. Nice job. We're going to do this for about 20 minutes. Just kidding.
Go a long way.
I just like to see who is paying attention, and they're like 20. Their faces are 20 minutes. We're gonna do this. Well, yeah, they're like, okay, I'm gonna walk right out the door. You got all this right, Jamie? Yes. Just teasing. All right, nice job. Coming to still. Let's do a cleansing breath. So inhale up, exhale, push it away. So think about that mantra. So inhale all that light, exhale all the darkness. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. We ready? Now we get nice and warmed up. Yep. All right, we're going to start with our squats. Now, you have your chair, so it doesn't have to be a super deep squat. It can also just be a little knee bend, okay? So you're going to hold your chair. Hips are right under your legs. Opposite. Legs are right under your hips. Okay, so you can take your toes out slightly if that feels good for your hips. Sometimes sit that booty back like you're sitting in your chair and then come up. So inhale down, exhale, push through those heels. So the weight needs to be in the back part of you, right? So we protect those knees. Keeping that spine nice and tall. Nice job. Coming down and lift. Beautiful. If you want to try, if you are feeling sassy this morning and want to try to use your balance, you can come right here, just don't hurt yourself. So make sure that feels good for you. If not, chair, that's why it's there. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, keep with that breath, inhaling down, and one more, and release. Sometimes shaking out those legs, right? Feel good. Walking it out a little. Yeah, let's do that. I like that idea. Let's start walking it out again. I said we were going to do it for 20 minutes, so we gotta do it a little longer. Nice job. We are going to have our bands for this next part, so you can stay standing. So we're going to do our Y arms to our W. So you're going to almost turn your palms over, okay? So Y to W, and you can absolutely sit down. You don't have to stay standing. And down. So it's a big Y and a W. Y and a W. Try to keep from arching. So we want to make sure we keep our rib cage wrapped around our abs to support us. So really engage that core. Nice job. Reaching and pulling. 5. Our shoulders on. Are they talking to you? They're working. 3, 2, and 1. Just lay that band right here. You know what we're doing?
Marching.
Marching. That's right, we're marching. So if you want to hold your chair, or you can be in your chair just lifting your knees. Nice job. We're going to do our squats again. If you've chosen to seat, that's fine. I just want you to lift your knees a little higher, okay? Beautiful. So if you want to stay seated at home, just lift those knees a little higher here. Those of us that are standing, we're going to go back into our squat. So we're doing a little bit of a circuit today, right? Doing things a couple times over. So getting your good stance again. If you want to hold your chair the whole time, you want to sit back and lift. Nice job. We're not going to do as many as I made you do the last time though. What did we do? I think we did 12 in my head. We're going to do 8 this time. Nice job. So really push back in that chair again. You can challenge your balance if you want to, as long as you feel safe doing so. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Releasing. What are we going to do now? Marching. Oh, too much fun we're having today. We have had a lot of laughs today. I like it. Meredith told us a joke that he came from the Stone Age, apparently, with his basketball. He didn't have real basketball. I heard my name. Nice job. All right, grabbing that band again. We're going to go back to our Y arms and to that W. So Y and W. Nice job. Really getting some tautness on that band, which just means pulling it a little tighter, making it work for you. Nice job. Knowing that you can stay seated or take a seat whenever you feel like you need to. We're working a little harder this morning, aren't we? And if you've done more than one session, you're really working harder, aren't you? You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right back to those marches. You can always take a seat. We're going to do something else with our arms after this. We're done with the squats. I only made you do it twice. Squats are good for us though. Lots of muscles we're working when we do a squat. Nice job. Good work. I'm gonna do it for one more minute. Well, it's not really a minute. I'm letting it turn to a minute. How about that? Nice job. Keep with that breath. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Take a breath. Breathe. Nice big inhale. Exhale. When you exhale, don't be afraid to have somebody hear it. It's good for your lungs. Nice job. Beautiful. Couple more nice big deep breaths. Have your heart rate come back down. Feel control in your breath. Nice job. Beautiful. All right, we're going to take our band. You might have to wrap it a couple of times depending on you. So we're coming into our biceps with our band. So I've just wrapped my fingers around it a little bit and then I'm pulling it so I have almost like a wide bicep, and then you're going to bring it in. And if you want to do reverse bicep like this, if that feels better, you can. Neither one is wrong, and you can totally take a seat if you need to. Beautiful. Squeezing it up. Nice work. We have 5, 4, 2, and 1. Release that. We feel it pretty quickly on those with the bands, don't we? So shake it out. All right, we're gonna do the same thing where we have that bicep, but we're gonna keep our bicep engaged the whole time. So we're kind of keeping it turned on basically. So instead of just holding it, I'm gonna make it tight and then bring it up a little bit. So my biceps engaged the whole time, right? And then all I'm gonna have you do, so keep your elbows close, just take your arm, my hands are just gonna go out. So I'm in this, it's gonna burn pretty quickly. So we're not gonna be here very long because it's uncomfortable, but we're staying in this bicep 90 degree almost the whole time. And then by taking our hands just a little bit out, what happens? Our shoulders are working. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that should feel really good because your whole arm probably started to burn. Beautiful. All right, let's go back to our marching. We're gonna do some balancing and then we're gonna sit. Does that sound good? Okay, everybody's like, yes, for the love of God. Yes, we wanna sit. We gotta work you a little bit though. Every week we do something different, and that's what's fun, huh? We don't get too used to anything in my classes because I get bored real easy. So, in all facets of life, I kind of keep it going. My husband teases me. You can't sit still very long, can you, Jamie? Nope, not so much. Beautiful. Which COVID just made it interesting for me because then I had to really think outside the box. We still moved a lot. We got out. I got my kids out. We did hikes we'd probably never do in Kansas. We found new trails we didn't know existed. So, all right, and release. Get that breath. Let's do some big breaths together. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Nice job. All right, we are going to work our balance and then we're going to sit for the rest of class, okay? So you have your chair here for support. I'm going to turn to the side just so people at home do whatever feels good. So we're going to take right leg forward. You can leave it on the floor. You can lift it a little higher. So I like to put my hand on my hip, the one that's on the outside. It just kind of keeps me nice and stable, but you don't have to. So all I want you to do is lower it and lift it. Lower, and you have your hand here on your chair the whole time. Use that for support. And don't worry about how high your leg is getting. That's not what we're doing. We're building strength, but we don't have to get super high to build that balance, huh? Nice job. Now remember that burn area. We're going to hold our leg up in 3, 2, So hold that leg and just squeeze. Just hold it lifted. You're holding your balance here. Nice job. 3, 2, and 1. Maybe shake out those feet. Start to hurt kind of when we stand on one leg for too long. Nice job. So we're going to switch our other leg and then I'm going to let you sit. Yay! Okay. So getting nice and tall, we're going to lift that left leg forward. Lifting and lowering it. Nice job. When you inhale, you lift the leg. Exhale, we put it down. Nice job. 5, we're going to hold it. Last time on this side. 3, 2, last one, hold it and squeeze. Lift that leg, nice job. 5, 4, 3, and 1. Not gonna count the last, nobody said anything. Oh my goodness, you guys are funny. Okay, slowly take your time getting to your chair. Nice job. Grabbing a drink if you remember to bring it. Naughty, naughty if you didn't. You're supposed to bring your water. You're supposed to drink half your weight in water every day. Whatever your weight is. So it's different. I know it sounds nutty, but it is. Depending on, and it's based on your weight. So not everybody's, you know, the old school was, what, 8 glasses of water. But it's actually supposed to be half your body weight.
That'd be a lot.
Mine's 75 ounces, I think. And then if you add coffee and whatever else, yeah. Some days are worse than others, making lots of trips. But it is good for you because you're getting rid of toxins and stuff, so. How's everyone feel? Now, Meredith, you told me you brought a joke. A whole pile of jokes.
You are blessed this morning. Years ago, for several years, I went to the Cowboy Poets meeting in Fort Scott, Kansas.
Okay.
And all these from all over, they get out and read their poems or cite their poems and so forth. And some of them are really, they were really good. But most of them Western stuff. And after several years, I thought, you know, I could write a poem. All you gotta do is, you know. So I'm gonna read a poem for you this morning.
Oh.
One of my first poems.
Very cool. That's exciting. I'm going to make sure everyone at home, I'm going to turn it up, make sure they can hear him. And I'm going to stand over by you so they can hear you at home.
Huh?
I'm going to stand by you so they can hear you at home. Read your poem.
And there's only, this isn't very long, but there's only one line in here that is not true. See if you can figure which line is not true. It's called Lady Joe. That was my first dog. Lady Joe, one smart dog. She was really a pretty good dog, and at thinking was the best. She'd sit and stay, obey lots of commands, and never was a pest. I could even put a biscuit on her nose, and cross-eyed she would be, but she'd hold it there for quite a while and almost smile at me. Until I finally told her, okay. Then she'd flip it up and catch it. She'd take food gently from your hand, never reach up and snatch it. At feeding time, she'd sit and watch me fill her dish. But she wouldn't sit and see her wish. It's always very prudent that the first got to be smarter than the student. Maybe that was the problem, regardless of my education, because she only gave me one cause for any aggravation. The hardest thing I had to teach her was to stay off the divan, because dogs like to get out there and spread out all they can. The first time she was on it, I scolded her all right, and I figured that would do it, since she was really bright. But another time when I came home, she heard me at the door. And as I walked into the room, she was just jumping to the floor. I talked it over with her again about being on the chair, and I thought, that's that. Never again would she be there. But the next time, she acted funny, like she'd done something of harm, and she saw me check the sofa, and the cushion was still warm. Well, now after our conversation, I knew I had her trained. No more sofa sleeping. I knew her errant days had waned. But to show you how really smart she was, like I said, she had to prove to me that she had a smarter head. The next time I came home, before I could check the divan, there she was facing that warm cushion, blowing as hard as she can. You know which line wasn't true? Not the last one. No, that was true. The one about her being on the sofa was wrong. She was never on a sofa.
That was very good. Good morning, Betty. And I saw you wrote that. Does it say 1998 is when you wrote that? 1998 is when you wrote that?
Is that what I had?
I think it's on the top. It said 1998 on the top of that. Very well. Thank you for sharing.
Yep.
That's very good. You're a funny guy. All right.
I've written about 30 poems. So maybe I'll read them together. Some of them are pretty good. They're too long to read here, maybe.
No, that was good. Thank you. That was good. What do we want to do now? Are you ready? You need another joke? No. All right. Let's.
You want a joke too?
I was teasing. All right. So we're going to work our arms this morning. Actually, I take it back. We're going to do kind of what we did this morning. That felt nice on our leg. So let's put that around your leg. And we're going to do a little bend and straighten. So bend your arms and your leg. And take this nice and slow. So we're working our arms and our leg here. Being kind to our knee joints. So we've done this before without a band. We just kind of lift, bend, and straighten our knee. But adding that band, we're adding some resistance with our arms too. Nice job. Beautiful. So this time here, and 3 more, let's leave our leg long. 1 more here. Hold it long, and I just want you to pull a little bit, man. Actually, instead of bicep, do this. Make your elbows go wide. So we're working our chest a little bit and our back, right? Our back is into this, trying to pull this band to the side. 5. My breath went, ugh. Did you notice that? That was hard work for me. Apparently I couldn't. Sneaky how it does that. 2 and 1. Slowly release. Maybe you want to stick your foot in the other one. So we're going to go back to that bend and straighten. Take your time getting it to the other foot. Don't smack yourself with the band. I know that sometimes that thing can pop back up. So bend and straighten. Nice work. Good job, everyone at home. If you don't have a band, you can do this stuff with a towel for sure. But somebody already told on you that you have bands at home. If not, we could probably get them one. Just let us know. All right, let's hold that forward again and back into that. Working that back. Pull it. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Maybe you want to wiggle out those hands. Holding that band sometimes can start to make your fingers hurt. So rolling those around feels good. All right. So We are going to take our band really long here. Stretch our, it's kind of an active stretch, but we're working a little bit. But just open up that chest, almost like when we put our arms behind us. So that's kind of what we're doing, just opening up that chest. Don't worry if the band kind of flops around. It's more about a little active stretch. Nice job. Breathing into it. 5, 4, nice job. 2 more. And 1. They're talking to you. Okay, we're gonna wrap our hand around the one side. You might have to sit up just a little bit. And then you're gonna wrap your hand around the other side. So I have a wrap here. I'm gonna hold this left hand over right chest. I'm gonna take this arm behind me. See what we're doing here? Triceps. A little bit behind you. Just think about pushing the weight behind you. So you wanna wrap it onto your chest and then swing it back here. I don't know if they can see me at home. Kind of just push it back. There you go. Nice work. Just a little bit of momentum behind you. Now, yeah, I had to scoot myself. You got to kind of scoot up a little bit so you can get that range. And then, since we're already in that burn, we're going to hold our arm back and just lift your hand up just a little bit. It doesn't have to be as high as mine. There you go. It's a little bit of staying in that tricep. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to keep this bind, but now you're just going to take it opposite shoulder, and we're going to go into that tricep on the other side. So just push it behind you. Nice job. Nice and tall. So our last hard exercise of class before it went so fast with the joke and the laughter, right? Oh, it's fast. Hold that arm back and just pulse it back. Nice job. Breathing into it. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Shake it out. Nice job. We have graduated. We're done. We get to cool down. Yay! Okay. We are going to use our band to stretch out our leg. So we're going to put it around. All you're going to do is hold it. So I just want you to bend and flex your foot. So we're just using that for some support. Of course, you could do this without the band, but it's kind of nice to use the band. Maybe you want to roll your ankle around a little bit. Just make sure you do one direction, you switch it the other way. Keep it even. Put your knee in and just kind of hold it for a minute. And if you like to do this, you could do this. Sometimes the band is easier if you can't get your knee up there, right? And release. Switching sides. Taking your time and coming into that other side, that bend and flex with our feet. If you've ever had feet issues, you know they give you these bands to do this exact exercise at home. So this is really good for your feet. And start to do those gentle circles in one direction. And then maybe the other. Nice job. Let's pull that knee in just for a moment, stretching it out. Breathe. And exhale, release. You can let that band go if you'd like. Sit nice and tall. Let's cross our arms together here, giving ourselves a nice little hug. Maybe round your spine if that feels nice. Nice job. Maybe closing down the eyes, focusing on your breath. Exhale, release. We're going to switch sides. So whatever arm you put on top the last time, switch that. So I did my left this time. I'm going to do my right arm on top. Same thing, focusing on your breath, feeling that stretch in your back. Maybe rocking side to side feels nice. And slowly exhale, release. We're gonna do one arm at a time here. Big circles behind us. Nice job. When you're ready, you feel complete, you can switch directions. Nice job. And switch those arms. Other side, backing over. Let's do 2 more on this side and then we'll switch the direction. Nice job. Good breath work. Inhaling as that arm comes up, exhaling as it comes down. Nice job. And one more. Nice job. Let's take our arms out and close them. Just opening those hands. Working out any kinks. If you want to wiggle the fingers around a little bit, you can roll the wrist. Nice job. 3, 2, and 1. Start to roll out those wrists a little bit in one direction, wherever feels good. And then when you're ready, you can switch them. Nice job. Coming to stillness, remembering our mantra. Hopefully you can take it with you this week. Finding that light even in the darkness. Let's inhale, scoop up that love for ourselves. Nice big inhale. Exhale, heart center release. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. I will be back Wednesday. This was one of our best sessions. So hopefully we get more people coming. Thank you everyone at home for joining us. And you've been told you have to come in here. We miss your faces.
We've had you Friday.
Yes, did you guys get online? Yay!
Yeah.
Good, even though it was annoying, huh? I don't know why it does
I
that.
know. Then you go like, okay, are you there? Are you there?
I was telling you,
Then you go.
and you know what's funny is when we did Zoom, I did it all through the pandemic at home through my other job.
Yeah.
It never kicked me off. So I know it's not my server.
No.
And especially because I'm in the basement right next to my router.
Yeah.
But it keeps doing that. It's so
It's
frustrating.
fine, but it starts, you know.
Yeah.
I used to have to click on it or go out. And
Come back in.
you know, and I just laugh because it'll.
I just look silly.
Yeah, you look silly. You know, whatever post you got, you froze.
I love it. Well, I'm glad you came though. I wish it would stop. I'm going to talk to Jamie about doing Zoom because I just think all you have to do is, it's just like Facebook. You download the app one time. Yeah.
With our kids, and that was really nice.
Yeah.
All you got to do is send me the link and
Yep. And you know, I get to see and hear you.
I know.
They can talk.
They could really count
Yeah.
here now. You know, I don't know.
On Zoom, yeah, if I unmute, like we can talk,
Yeah.
which is nice. I can see your faces.
Yeah.
So when I first started this job, I was like, I just get a little bubble of your face. That's it.
It's hard.
Yes.
And it's
Thanks, Betty.
a lot of work for you.